Welcome to Friday Live in the Should I Stay or Should I Go relationship support group for women. Happy to be with you today. Please type in, say hello if you are here. Today, we are talking about how do you know when it's time to go? So, if you are feeling stuck and unhappy and frustrated right now in your relationship, then this topic is for you today. Um, I know it's from the women that I've been talking to, it's a new year and we're really, this past year has been really rough on a lot of marriages and, just kind of shining a light and magnifying everything that's not been working. And so, um, I think like a lot of us are just in that place now. The new year, we're looking ahead, and is this how we want to, how we want our year to unfold? Like, where do you see yourself a year from now? Are you going to be in the same place? So I'm really happy to be able to support you and give you some tools and some insight today on what needs to happen in order for you to make that decision about whether or not to stay or go. And obviously, it's a big decision. And most of the women that I work with, most of the women, you need to know for sure that you did everything possible to try and save your marriage if that's what you're feeling like you want to do. And so there's actually a process that you need to go through in order to be able to answer that question. It's not a decision that anybody else can make for you. It's you coming into your own process of coming into that, knowing in your heart 100% that you did everything you could, if that's what you wanted, or just that you just know you're ready and it's time to move on. It's different for everybody. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's about you gleaning all the lessons that you need to learn from what's going on right now and going through the process to see if you want to try and heal it. um, it's really about you showing up, learning how to unravel any unhealthy patterns that are running within you or between you and your partner. And so, it's pretty normal to be stuck because most of us are not, we don't have the tools or the support we need to really be able to unravel all that stuff, all that old conditioning that's running within us. And maybe we're not even aware of ways that we're in the relationship that are not serving us and that are contributing to the dissatisfaction. So it's also not a decision that you make from your head, right? It's not like you're gonna sit. You can sit down and make a list of pros and cons, but ultimately the decision isn't going to come from your brain. It's going to come from your heart and a place of readiness. And so what I want to share with you today that hopefully will give you a perspective that will be comforting to you is that the process that you need to go through in order to know for sure by the end that you did everything possible is the first step. And I say this all the time, is that you just have to get the focus off what's not working and turn the attention back on yourself. So that's the first step in the process, is just stop fighting against what's not working, stop trying to fix it, stop trying to change it, and just, I'm going to invite you to turn the attention back on you, because we don't have control over what other people are doing, but we do have the power to go within and look at how we're showing up in the relationship, unraveling any unhealthy patterns of relating, learning to uplevel our communication skills, our ability to set good boundaries. But it's really about just dropping into your heart and getting really clear, getting really back in alignment with yourself and your truth, knowing that you're responsible for your own happiness. No one else is responsible for that. And I know it's a long process, but the clarity, when you can get in alignment with yourself and your own truth and learn how to show up as the best version of yourself, your most whole, loving expression of who you are, then armed with good communication skills and boundary setting, when one person changes, when one person shows up differently in the relationship, it shifts the whole dynamic. So, that's the good news, is that it really only takes one person to start to shift things. And as you continue to focus on yourself and your relationship with you, and get into really good, loving relationship with yourself, get happy. Happiness is an inside job. Then you're gonna see what happens. You're gonna see, is he leaning in? Can he rise to meet you? And we're gonna get more into it. We're gonna take a deep dive into this question. I'm really excited to share with you guys an upcoming training the week of January 25th. 5 keys to discover if you can make your relationship work. And so we are going to be taking a nice deep dive into that question. The Friday Lives are quick. We only have a few more minutes, but I want you to understand that it's perfectly normal, first of all, to be stuck. There's a lot of things that keep us stuck. We're going to talk more about that too in the upcoming training. We're going to look at what's not working. Can you fix it? What really do you want in your relationship? What are the things that are keeping us stuck? How to up-level our communication skills, and then do you really answer that question of when it's time to go? How do you really know? And so, so I'm excited about that. There's actually a link up above if you want to plan to come to that. You can click that link to register and get the itinerary and email reminders, and I'll have some special things that I'll be sending out around that too. So click that link if you want to join us for the training the week of the 25th. And let's see, what else I want to say to you about that is just that I know I've talked to so many women right now that are just in such a painful place because if you're on the fence, it's like some people are just at the point where I don't want to leave. I'm not ready to leave. I can't live with him, and I feel like I can't live without him. So where does that leave me? I'm like sitting on this little fence, and it's really uncomfortable. And so what I want to invite you to do today is just to take a breath and climb down off the fence over to the part where you haven't left yet. If you're not ready to really do that, obviously you're not ready if you're on the fence. So come back. Maybe the pasture's greener over there, maybe it's not, but come back to your pasture right now that you've been in, and really just know that the process is about you turning your focus back on yourself, getting in alignment with your truth, doing the things that are going to make you happy. And I know, like, I can say that in a sentence or two, but it's really, there's a lot more to it than that. But just know, like, you're in charge of your well-being. It's not about what he's doing or not doing. And so I really want to invite you to just stop focusing on what's not working, stop focusing on him, and just know, like, it's really not even about him. It's about us. I guarantee you, if you're in a situation right now that you're unhappy, there's stuff going on within you that you can learn, that's up for healing, that good lessons that you'll learn as a result of your relationship. I know when I was married to my husband at the time, who was struggling with alcoholism and depression, and that was my big lesson. Like, I did not even see how much I was focused on him and trying to fix him and change him, and how much my well-being, my sense of who I am, I was looking to him to make me happy and to kind of give me a sense of security in who I am. And then I got to a point. There was one night. I was actually walking out of an Al-Anon meeting, which I got a lot of really good support through Al-Anon. But and my friend turns to me and she says, well, I said to her, I said, it just makes me so sad to see how sick he is. And she turns to me lovingly and says, it makes me sad to see how sick you are. And I was just like, wow, and I just got it. Like in that moment, I got it. I was like, wow, it's really like this isn't even really about him. It's about me and how much my sickness is my degree to which I'm making my well being dependent on another person. And so that was really the beginning of my awareness that I need to get the focus back on myself. And it's like I completely lost myself in that situation. I don't know if you guys can relate to any of this, you can type in. But yeah, I didn't even know like who I was without him, and the boundaries of where I end and where he began were all blurry, and so that was the beginning of me just kind of my awareness of like coming home to myself, and so I really want to invite you guys to just for now take a breath. It's okay. Whatever's going on is okay. Climb down off the fence, but keep the focus on yourself. And I know that's easier said than done, especially when there's unacceptable behavior going on or whatever. And so these are all the things that I help the women with in the coaching work that I do and we're going to get into a lot of it in the week of the 25th. So I hope that you'll take advantage of that free training that's coming up, the 5 keys to discovering if you can make your relationship work, because it's going to be really valuable free training. And so yeah, click that link above if you want to register for that. But yeah, it's about the process of really being able to answer that question is about you knowing that you came and you showed up as the person, the wholest, fullest, most loving expression of you that you can be, and your own wholeness and happiness and unraveling any old unhealthy patterns. That's the work that I do with people in the coaching program. But and then, like I said, the clarity will come automatically. It's a process. It will emerge because as you get more in alignment with what's true for you and you start showing up as the person you want to be, it's going to change how he's responding to you too. So yeah, so that's the work that we do. We go in, unravel all those patterns that are going on within us, where our buttons are getting pushed, how we're getting triggered, because it's just really the relationship is painful as the situation might be right now. The good news is that all that stuff is a really beautiful opportunity for healing a lot of old deep patterns that have been running within us for a long time. So that's what I love about doing this work with people. Using the relationship as the mirror. It's all really reflecting back to us what's going on within ourselves. So we'll talk more in depth about all of that the week of the 25th. I hope you guys will join me, and please type in if you have questions or comments. I hope this is making sense, but if you can just know that it's okay. It's okay wherever you are right now, whatever you're feeling, all the anger, all the frustration, all the sadness, just climb down off the fence, put your focus back on yourself, focus on what this is your tool, your tip for today is like, what can I do for myself today? What can I do to make myself feel good today? What can you do? Maybe you're going to go outside and take a little walk and be with nature. That's what I do every day. That's my saving grace is get outside and breathe some fresh air and feel some sun on your face. Or, maybe you need to walk out of the room if there's some not so good energy going on. I still get caught in that trap sometimes with certain people. It's like, okay, the energy, we can see this conversation is not going in a good direction. So then I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to excuse myself right now. So that's part of, some of the tools that we talk about with just what do you do when you get triggered and boundary setting and communication. But anyway, I really invite you to hop off that fence, take a breath, get the focus back on yourself. Know that it's okay. It's okay because you can relax into the knowing. This is what I see with the women that I work with in the coaching program is that they become a lot less reactive to whatever their partner is doing. And they can relax into the knowing that, yeah, I'm just in the process of allowing my own clarity to emerge. And so they don't have to sit on that fence. They can sit on the other side, whichever side of the fence you're on, and just be focusing on doing whatever healing needs to happen within yourself. And you know what? Maybe you guys want to try this with me right now. We're gonna end. We're gonna wrap in a minute here, but if you want to, just put your hands on your heart. Automatically calms you down. Take a breath. If you want to even close your eyes for a minute, I want you to just feel into your heart as if you could breathe right in through the backs of your hands. Just breathing in some peace and calm. Feel into your beautiful heart. That space, that heart space. I'm just going to leave the thinking mind behind for a moment. And just feel into your heart, your place of peace and truth. And releasing on the out breath. Just take a few nice breaths, breathing right into your heart, breathing in as if you could breathe in through the backs of your hands, just breathing into your heart. Know that this is your place of peace and truth. Underneath it all, it's there. And you can come home to yourself. You can come back to this place, your true heart, anytime you need to. Just putting your hands on your heart and breathe. Give yourself a little love, a little appreciation. And I hope this was helpful for you today. You can come back and do that anytime you feel like you need to get in touch with yourself. So, yes, no need to sit on the fence. Just hop off. Come back to getting the focus back on you. What can I do to make myself feel good today? Jump on the training the week of the 25th, talking a lot more, giving you a lot more good tools on how to really be in this whole process. But for today, just know that it's okay. And you are in process of finding the clarity you need. You're here. You're watching this video right now. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And make some comments if you have things to share or questions. But, you know, you are, yeah, Brandy, thank you so much for being here. So Brandy said, I relate. I changed so much to please my partner. I realized I was wearing a mask at work and then at home. It's yeah, unable to make him happy. Began to work on myself outside of him. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And that helps all of us too when you share your experience. So it's not just me that's saying it. It's like, you know, we all have similar experiences. Starting to work on ourselves. We can't change other people, only how they affect us. That's so true. So yeah, take the power you have to make yourself happy today, my loves. And if you didn't see that interview we did yesterday with my friend Virio Carvonen, she's a sacred sexuality coach. We had a really powerful discussion, and she shares a lot of her similar experiences too in her relationship. So that's posted down below. If you haven't caught that recording will be up for a while. So check that out and click the link above to register for the training if you want to join us for that. That's going to be very impactful. So thank you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Remember to focus on yourself. Take good care of you. Anytime you need to just feel more calming, more love for yourself, just put your hands on your heart, feel into your heart, get out of your head. It's probably not leading us in any good direction. So just breathe into your heart, get back in touch with your truth, peace that is underneath it all. I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you next time. I'm here every Friday at noon for Friday Live Topics. And type in, you guys, if you have topics or, you want me to talk about. I really want to see how I can best support you. All right, darlings, lots of love. Mwah. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.